We've just restarted at lap 93. Ward Burton takes off from Jeff Green and the rest of this field. Matt Kenseth and Michael Waltrip were trying to get laps back from the leader without success. And Jimmy Spencer now third with Sterling Marlin, his Ganassi Racing teammate, right behind him. Then Jeff Burton, Ricky Rudd, and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
We had 17 of our cars pit on that caution, mainly cars that were at the back of the field.
And I think Michael's a good indication of he took tires, and he's not as good as the guys that didn't take tires. So those tires don't come right in, and he's in trouble back there.
Got spring rubber down on the apron of the racetrack.
Yeah, that
out of harm's way.
Unless it came out of my car, then it hurt something.
Now, Bill Elliott lost that bumper reinforcement, and you saw it bounce up off over Steve Grissom's car here and into Robbie Gordon's windshield. Pow!
Look at that. I wonder it didn't stick in there.
It actually did. It put a hole in it. Again, that's Lexan. What they did, they took a piece of clear tape. They call it helicopter tape. It's what you put maybe on the front of your motorhome or your truck or your car to protect the front end, and sealed that hole right up on that windshield.
That's the beauty part about having Lexan as far as windshields go. If it had been a standard windshield like in a passenger car, it just shattered it.
Coming up on quarter distance, and as he did in the long green flag run last night, Ward Burton is doing a disappearing act.
I'm telling you, he's just checking out. I mean, that car just looks pretty good. I'm telling you, it looked awesome last night. He's picking up right where he left off, right, Matt?
You're exactly right, EW, and that was a major concern for his crew chief, Tommy Baldwin Jr., is how that car would run today. In the daytime, Tommy, that car looks like it's picked up right where it left off last night.
Yeah, we were really concerned about being back at, losing a little track position, but, car stuck on the bottom past all them guys. I think all it did was help Ward's confidence a little bit right now. I think we just got to start pulling the reins back a little bit, if anything. But real proud of the guys back in the shop, brand new race car, like we said last night, and everything so far so good.
Up until 1999, Ward Burton has never led a lap here at Richmond. Believe it or not, he's never scored a top 5 finish. If this car holds true, he could break that one this afternoon. To Steve Burns.
Matt, Steve Park restarted this race 24th, but he was one of the 17 drivers who pitted. They made a track bar adjustment, went up one turn, changed 4 tires, but they had a lug nut fall off one of the left wheels rather, cost him more positions off pit road, currently being shown 35th.
Now that's something, Larry, that could happen. They glue those nuts up on those wheels. They could have done that last night. That glue gets too dry, too hard. When you hit that wheel up against those lug studs, they'll pop one of those nuts off. So might be a product of the things laying there all night.
Yeah, I mean, the glue they use is a weather strip adhesive. It's made by 3M. It's a yellow glue, and normally about 3 to 4 hours is what you want. You don't want that glue to become hard. You want it just to become tacky.
I don't know why I won't stick to the lug nut. It sticks to your fingers forever.
But yeah, the 2 best cars from last night right now are the 2 best cars today. Ward Burton in the 22, Jeff Green in the 30. That was by far the 2 best cars last night.
And I don't know, but my experience has been when my car is good, it's pretty hard to mess it up. You can put tires on, you can do about anything you want to it. It's just good, and there's nothing you can do to hurt it. And when it's bad, sometimes there's nothing you can do to help it.
Our serial scoring brought to you by Rent-A-Center shows you how Jimmy Spencer's night and day as Mr. Excitement has gone from 30th at lap 20 up to 3rd place right now.
Yeah, I think he's settled in right there. I think he's pretty happy. He's kind of in a little zone all by himself. Be a good place to ride for a while. Sterling's getting a challenge from Jeff Burton.
That's 4th place.
Ricky Rudd, the 28 car, he was trying to get up in there as well, but Sterling slips back in line before Ricky Rudd can get up that left rear quarter panel.
All right, Darrell, who would you rather have behind you, your teammate or your brother?
Well, it'd be good if my teammate was my brother. I guess I don't know. I tell you, it's been my experience that guys don't pay much attention to who's in that car. They just, the next car you got to pass.
Well, Jimmy Spencer just overdrove turn 3 and way up the racetrack. Jeff Burton in the 99 pulled right up to his rear bumper and brought Sterling Marlin and Ricky Rudd with him. Jeff Hammond, what's going on down there at the Hollywood Hotel?
Well, I thought I'd let you guys know. I talked to Jeff Burton this morning. I was asking about his car and what he thought about the weather conditions. And he said, man, I'm telling you right now, I really think I've got a great race car. I said, well, can you run with your brother? He said, if I can work my way through traffic without knocking the front fenders off this car, I can outrun my brother. That's a pretty strong statement, as good as Ward looks here today.
Well, he's backing it up right now, Jeff, because he is all over the back of Spencer. Whoa. And he's getting up off it, too, really good. Well, Michael's in trouble again, guys.
Brett Bodine got in the back of him, Darrell, and sent him up the hill at turn 2.
He's getting punted around all over the place.
And you see Kurt Busch in the midst of that pack. Kurt Busch had a little brush with the concrete here.
Well, he had a pretty good brush because the right side of that car is pancaked.
And this is his backup car. He wrecked his primary car almost right out of the truck on Friday before qualifying.
Here's a look at it.
I tell you, this is pretty hard lick. Looked to me like just judging by the side of his car. Yeah, bounced off there pretty good.
And Darrell, what happened? You carry a lot of speed off turn 2, and it's almost like the racetrack turns too quick. It's like it should go on out a little bit, and you're just carrying so much momentum, you're just getting to the outside wall of that right side.
It's holding you, and then it just dumps you all at once, and the back end will hop out. And it doesn't do it every time. You'll be coming through there one time with the wheels turn left, wide open, and the throttle feels good. Next time you come through there, wheels turn left, wide open, hit the fence. Tony Stewart there looks like he's just kind of riding along. Him and Bobby Labonte both. They don't look like they don't look all that good right now.
But remember, these two cars, Bobby Labonte and Tony Stewart, they had to start at the rear of the field because of changing motors. Qualified up the front. Matt, what's going on with Tony Stewart?
Larry Mack, Tony Stewart restarted from the 25th position today. He came here and tested. His car was extremely fast off the truck, but what Greg Zipadelli and the Home Depot crew did, they made their car react poorly so they would know how to adjust it back to where Tony liked it, the comfort zone, so to speak. Last night, his car was extremely tight in the center of the corner. 2 pit stops to try to adjust on that Pontiac. But the second stop, they never really got a good run to see how their last adjustments did to the race car. Tony reported today the car is much, much better today, currently riding in the 17th position.
Yeah, he's got some damage on the whole right side of that car, like he got into somebody. Right front fender shoved in. Probably, yeah, you can see the nose is beating it. I mean, he's got quite a bit of damage to the car. The nose, the right side.
And then we think that may have happened when Michael Waltrip was trying to get to pit road with that flat tire. I mean, there was a lot of cars stacked up behind him.
Did you see that, Mike?
Yeah, Jeff Gordon just put one on Junior going into turn number 3 and squirreled him up the racetrack. It did not change the position, however.
No, but it will, because Junior will say, now don't do that anymore, because I'll let you go if you quit doing that.
This is a battle for 8th.
Meanwhile, Ricky Rudd has moved up to 5th.
Junior goes up the hill, and that's what you do.
There.
You kind of let a guy know you're there. You don't wreck him. You just let him know you're there. And then if he's smart, he'll move up the hill, and he might just give you a little nerve back to say, I didn't appreciate that.
But he can't stay up that hill, or he'll lose more than that one position.
See, one thing that makes this track tough is for a car to be good in 3 and 4, it's way too tight in 1 and 2. The way you come off turn 4 and the track opens up is what your car's got to be tight. You get over to turn 2, you don't want it to be tight. You want it to turn. You push it loose over there, and that's why they jump sideways the way they do.
It's not going to be many laps, though. Ward Burton, our leader, the 22 car, he's going to be in the lap traffic, and that's going to be exactly what Jeff Green is going to be looking for, is traffic for the leader.
A little bump and run here at Richmond.